Okay. That's stuck down well. Oh, that's better. So that is our alternative TrailerCam for the SQ11 mini camera. Axle through there. And then for the actual link going down to the car or whatever it's trailing behind, I'm going to use a knitting needle that I got from Poundland. I think they're aluminium. They're something like aluminium anyway. Which will go through that hole there. You may have seen on some of my videos, I like to have a trailer camera, as I call it, stuck on the back of my radio controlled cars, so the camera follows the car around as it's going around. I did have one that I'd 3D printed for this little SQ11 mini camera. SQ11, yeah. But I couldn't find it when I wanted to use it for this little radio controlled car. But I did find the chassis off an old flywheel car. So I sliced it up, as you can see, and it worked fine, absolutely fine. But what I've just done now is 3D printed a new bracket mounting, whatever you want to call it, for the camera, so we can have a longer trailer, because you want a reasonable length on it so that the camera can actually focus on the back of the car. In fact, I was quite surprised. It worked quite well with this one. It was just about long enough. This will be just a little bit longer, about another 3 inches or so. So what I'm using here is a knitting needle that I've used in the past for something or other. There's a bit of glue on there. It's aluminium tube, and it does bend if you're not careful, but that really won't matter. In fact, you may actually want it to be a little bit bent to get it low at the back of the car. So I'm going to poke that through, one end or the other, and the other end I'll hit flat with a hammer and put a hole in it so we can actually hook it onto the paper clip that I got on the back of there. The camera, which I've just got held in place with blue tack at the moment, so I'll clean that off and just check that it does actually fit. It'd be a bit pointless if it doesn't fit. The dimensions are correct, but there's always a problem when you print that things turn out slightly different depending on whether you print it on high quality, medium quality, or low quality. It can be just enough to make a difference. So let's just pop that in. Oh, look at that, lovely. I might even put a little bit of blue tack in the bottom there, just to stop it bouncing out when it's going over bumps. I've still got access to the 2 buttons to turn it on and off. That's right in the middle. That's going to go in there. As I say, I'll flatten the end and put a hole in it. Oh, and the axle, I'm going to use this one, if I can get it off. Hoping that I've got the dimensions right. Yeah. There we go. Right, hole in that end. I've actually opened that up a little bit so it can't slide through. So we'll give it a little test run. Okay, looks like we're working. Camera's switched on. When you put the trailer camera on it, it does upset the steering because it's putting too much weight on the back. You could probably cure that by putting a weight over the steering just to help the steering grip. I must say I'm rather pleased with that. And only time will tell as to whether it survives being chucked in the back of the car and that sort of thing. But on the face of it, that seems to be okay. So I might have to put some weight on the front to help the steering. Yep, that'll do. That'll do.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave me a comment so I know how I'm doing.